The World Series is a wild ride of controlled poker chaos spanning 6 weeks and 42 events. And tonight might be the single busiest in the great history of this event. By night's end, 2 coveted bracelets will be given away.
Are you kidding me?
And one could be historic.
I love this game, and I'm going to prove to the world I can win it again.
If Johnny Chan does indeed win again, he'll become the first man in poker history to win 10 bracelets.
I'm a hard man to beat. Let's face it. I mean, if I had chips, I don't think anybody could beat me. Tell them who's the best player in the world.
Johnny Chan.
Oh, you hear that?
Tell everyone you know.
We got the king.
You just might witness history. Welcome to the World Series of Poker presented by Milwaukee's Best Light. The poker room at the Rio is bustling right now. So much going on. Opening day of the Pot Limit Omaha Championship is already underway. The Ladies No Limit Tournament also in progress. And a crowd is formed around the Pot Limit Hold'em event as 2 tables remain and one man, Johnny Chan, has a chance at history. We will track his progress throughout the night. But our coverage begins at the only final table already underway with 2 players already being eliminated. It's a $2,500 no-limit event and 7 players are left, each vying for the bracelet.
Hello, everybody. I'm Lon McCarron alongside Norm and Chad. As you know, Norm, we've had our fair share of exciting days already at the World Series, but today could be something very special. 4 tournaments in progress, but all eyes are focused on just one man.
The one and only Johnny Chan, who can break a tie with Doyle Brunson and Phil Hellmuth by winning a record 10th World Series bracelet. But the final table already underway is emblematic of how the World Series has evolved. Our chip leader, Lars Bonding of Denmark, is playing in his first World Series tournament ever.
There is young Lars Bonding, good friend of Gus Hansen. Like a lot of pro backgammon players, he's made the jump over to poker.
Farzad Bonyadi, 45 years old, the only poker pro at this table, won his bracelets last year and in 1998.
7 players left in this no-limit event, and you see on the Levitra chip count, it looks like everyone's playing for second place. Lars Bonding with a commanding lead with 1.4 million chips.
And he has more chips than the rest of the table combined.
Farzad Bonyadi folds.
That's the exact same shirt I wore to the Sadie Hawkins dance in 8th grade.
Mayan Gregorian is the short stack at the table on the Milwaukee's Best Light pocket cam. He looks at 6'4", offsuit.
He's in the small blind. Nobody's come in yet. He's got a lousy hand. This is a hand you either pump it or dump it. You raise or you get out.
He will call the big blind.
Well, there's another option, too.
Over to Lars Bonding in the big blind, 9-5 offsuit. Nobody's raised him.
His card's just about as motley as Gregorian's, and Lars probably happy to see a flop for free, and he will.
So Bonding and Gregorian to the flop. And the flop comes out 9-4 king. Each collect a pair, but Bonding's pair of 9s is best. And Gregorian's going to move all in.
That's a day late and $1 short for him.
Cold.
And Lars Bonding will make the call, and Mayan Gregorian's tournament life at stake. He's going to have all his chips at risk with a pair of 4s.
And Lana, I'm tired of telling people who stands up and who sits down in an all-in situation. I am washing my hands of the situation completely.
It's his first World Series tournament. We're going to cut him a little slack here. And the turn, oh, it's a 6. Gregorian now with 2 pair. Gregorian's friends and family came alive there.
No king, no 9, no 5. No king, no 9, no 5. King, 9-5.
Let me update you on the situation at this very moment, Lon. If there is a king, 9, or 5 on the river, Bonding will send Gregorian and his pips home.
Oh, now the river card. It's an ace. Yeah. Gregorian wins the hand. And they're at it again. Catherine Bennett, Mayan's girlfriend, in the pink right there, leading the Gregorian chant.
Gregorian told us he couldn't sleep last night. How could he with all the noise around him? And for Lars Bonding, well, he could stand to lose a few chips right now. He still is way in command.
Now let's update you on the Pot Limit tournament going on nearby. 9-time bracelet winner Johnny Chan has gone all in with a pair of 6s against Umberto Brenes and his ace king. And poker player and life of the party, Phil Laak, has been providing play-by-play the whole day.
It's a classic matchup here at ESPN Central.
Is that a new ESPN network?
Who's a favorite? Who's a favorite?
Well, Johnny Chan's bid could end here if he gets unlucky. Humberto Brenes can knock out Chan with an ace or king on the river.
The river is not a king. Johnny Chan wins the hand. He doubles up and survives his all-in against Humberto Brenes. Brenes has 2 World Series of poker bracelets himself. Of course, Johnny looking for history and bracelet number 10.
It's going to be no easy task. There's the man they call the Unabomber, Phil Laak, tough tournament player. Jerry Thomas has a World Series bracelet, as does her husband, Harry.
Of course, right now, Johnny Chan tied with Doyle Brunson and Phil Hellmuth with 9 bracelets, and the race to 10 continues. Back at our final table of this no-limit hold'em event, Mayan Gregorian and Lars Bonding have squared off once again. Bonding has the best cards and has called Gregorian's all in.
Indeed, Gregorian again with second best. All in as we go to the flop.
The flop is 6-9-3. No help there for Gregorian.
And that silences Gregorian Nation. He needs help here to stay alive.
Gregorian's first World Series final table. It's a 9. Gregorian down to his last gasp.
6, 6, 3, or 7. 6, 3, or 7. 6, 3, or 7.
Let me give you another update, Lon. 6, 3, or 7.
6, 3, 7.
Or he's going home.
River card, 7! The 7 on the river pulls another hand out of the fire.
Lon, I have seen enough, and I have heard enough already.
He didn't win the bracelet right there, did he?
It's like a mosh pit over there.
Gregorian again survives his all-in.
Never say die. Never say die.
Lars Bonding will have to take his lumps in silence.
I'm a genius.
Well, that's Phil Laak we hear screaming, but it's Humberto Brenes who has been knocked out of this tournament. Johnny Chan congratulates him. Happy to see anybody go as Chan one step closer to his quest of 10 bracelets. Meanwhile, back at the final table of the No Limit event, Jason Tate is in trouble. He is all in and trailing Joe Zappia after the turn card. Zappia with ace high.
Tate needs a jack or a 10, or he is through for the day.
River cards a 9. Yes. He is through for the day. Jason Tate has been eliminated. Zappia wins the hand.
Man, are those pips too?
These soccer-like demonstrations are becoming commonplace in poker, and maybe it's a cultural thing, but the chip leader from Denmark just doesn't get it.
One thing I really dislike is people at the poker table going, yeah! Yes! 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 Yeah! I don't know what it's about. I don't understand it. Yeah! 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 I'm really disgusted, I have to say. Yeah! It's so annoying to the guy who's just losing the pot. Just be happy about you winning the pot.
Yes! Oh, suck out again.
Take the money and that's it.
Yeah!
For example, yesterday I had a really lucky hand, which was the nuts. And the guy went all in for 75,000. So actually I felt bad for the guy. And of course it's not like I don't want his money. And of course I'm very happy of winning a pot. And I'm gonna show it, but I'm not gonna do it this way with the hand.
Yes! Stop!
You know, going around, yeah. I don't get it. It's really annoying to me.
Sounds like your disciple, Norman.
Well, as you know, I agree with Lars 100%, but he simply hasn't spent enough time here yet, Lon. We are loud, we are ugly, we are obnoxious, we are America.
We're proud of it. Back here at our No Limit table, Robert Doyle looking at pocket jacks.
Doyle owns an Amco transmission franchise.
Raise. He's going to raise it up, and 60,000. Action on Joe Zappia. Joe with ace-king.
Well, there it is. As you know, Lon, the old ace-king. People see it, and they think that Ed McMahon's going to be knocking at their door at the publisher's clearinghouse check. But it's just a drawing hand. It's a good drawing hand.
It's worth 206,000, all in for Zappia.
Actually, an appropriate move for him right there.
A call.
And Doyle's going to make the call and move all in. So it's his big pocket pair against the ace-king of Zappia. Those are Zappia's buddies, of course.
The atmosphere of a cockfight in a backroom bar here.
Zappia's all in.
Put up a nice one.
And he is trailing. And now the flop. 2-6-3. Doyle's jack still good against the ace-king.
Geez, he looks like he just came out of an IHOP that's out of pancakes.
All right, so Doyle now with a bigger advantage, and Zapia's hopes make a 180 spin. Lars just covers up to the cheers.
Well, great news for Zapia. The bad news, though, is that is a diamond, and Doyle now will have a diamond draw, which also can knock out Zapia on the river.
So Zappia, 3-1 advantage right now, but again, his tournament life at stake. And if you could will a card, I think that guy could will a card to come out.
I hope he passes that kidney stone before the end of the hand. Doyle can still knock out Zappia with a jack or diamond on the river.
It's a jack! Doyle wins the hand, Zappia's gone! And his boys are crushed. So Doyle's set of jacks wins it. Zappia's gone in 6th place. Ace-King loses again.
The buzz in this room, Lon, unbelievable. Johnny Chan going for his 10th. 4 tournaments going on at the same time. I swear there's a 3-card Monty game outside I passed in the parking lot.
Meanwhile, the women's field still going on, still with a very high-quality field. Kathy Liebert, who won a bracelet in 2004, is still alive. Carlos Mortensen won the main event. He's not playing in this, of course, but he is watching his wife, Cecilia, who has made 2 final tables at the World Series through the years. And there is actress Jennifer Tilly, Academy Award-nominated actress Jennifer Tilly, doing quite well at this table and still alive in this women's tournament. So it should be an interesting finale to that as well. She is the girlfriend of this man, Phil Laak, who is struggling over at our pot limit event against Frank Casella.
I never win. It's so sick. Does anyone ever win? So sick. If I fold, can I pay you to see your hand?
Sure, $10.
It's an uncommon practice, but they've been doing that here today at this table, paying each other.
Now, I'll even give you the $4 deal that you gave Johnny.
Turned into a cash game.
He wants correct change.
We know it's not great practice to show your cards, but money's money, Norman.
I just paid $4. I saw his ace-king, which means I did the right thing.
What you had, ace-queen? Ace-queen. You were never going to play anyway.
Johnny Chan confident about his read on all these guys without paying money. Now back at our no-limit final table, Mayan Gregorian and Lars Bonding continuing their rivalry.
Oh, you are not
5-7, 10.
Oh, I'm going to win now because you're not underdog.
Gregorian's all in. Bonding's called him again. But this time, Bonding trails.
By the way, Lon, I took the opportunity at the last break to buy a set of earplugs and some Advil.
So Gregorian all in, leads with a 10 high going to the flop. It comes 8 ace queen, and Gregorian keeps his advantage.
In fact, Gregorian's position is strengthened, now a 2-1 favorite. His 10 high holding up as he is all in as we go to the turn.
Turn card is an 8 of diamonds. Bonding trails still, but he has more outs.
And you see from the body language of Lars, he knows he's got the outs. Gregorian knows that he's got to avoid a bunch of cards here on the river. Lars can still knock him out with a 7, 5, or diamond on the river.
And now our river card. It's a king of diamonds. Lars Bonding wins the hand and knocks off, finally, Mayan Gregorian in 5th place. Gregorian takes home almost $145,000. The third time is not a charm for Mayan.
I think it was a win-win for Mayan, though. He's going home with the pips.
Well, in his native tongue, Lars would send off the noisemakers with a fond farewell. Here are the Toyota Player of the Year point standings. Mark Safe, who has won 2 bracelets at this year's World Series, is in 1st place, and a lot of bracelets represented here. Chris Ferguson with 5, Jennifer Harmon has a couple, Eric Seidel with 7. But when you talk about all-time bracelet winners, the big guns are out in the field right now. Doyle Brunson with 9, and the other 9-time winner.
Hey, 1 sec, everyone stop. Phil Hellmuth is making an appearance, you know? Everyone, if there was any conversations, just save them for a second.
Hi, Johnny. How you doing? Johnny, hi.
That's right. I go like this, baby.
Hellmuth, who desperately wants to be the first to 10 bracelets, checks in on Johnny's progress.
Good luck, John. It would be a great feat. Great feat.
Thank you.
That was a tender moment.
So our 3 9-time bracelet winners in action here in this poker room at the Rio. We continue now at this no-limit table. Robert Doyle checks his cards, 7-5 offsuit, and he is going to go all in with his final 16,000.
He'll have to live with what he's got. It's not much. He didn't have many chips left.
We saw Glenn Beebe fold over to Lars Bonding. Jack 3 offsuit.
In the small blind.
Lars has not been shy to get into the pot, and he will make the call here.
Bonyadi was chomping at the bit to play at this final table. Thought he had a real good shot for a third bracelet. He will check the big blind and come in for free.
And so it is Bonyadi with his king high in the lead as we go to the flop. Flop is ace, queen, 7. Doyle takes the advantage with a pair of 7s.
Remember, Doyle is all in. Bonyadi picked up a straight draw.
Lars Bonding, who got nothing in that flop, will put in 26,000 chips to stay in the hand.
That's a good bet if you ignore the fact that he has a 1% chance to win the hand.
Over to Bonyadi.
He told us he wasn't scared of anybody at the table. It was filled with a bunch of greenhorns and shoe clerks.
Robert Doyle still leads. He is all in. The turn card is a king of diamonds. Bonyadi pairs his whole card and now leads with kings.
And that is bad, bad news for Robert Doyle.
Bonding will check. Over to Bonyadi. Bonyadi leads with a pair of kings. And he is going to bet 60,000 chips. And Lars Bonding, who led the betting after the flop, folds his cards.
So now we'll go heads up to the river. Robert Doyle all in and quite behind in the hand. Doyle, to stay alive at this championship, needs a 7 or 5 on the river.
Robert Doyle won a seat in the main event online. He decided to buy into this event just to get his feet wet. And it's a jack of diamonds on the river. Bonyadi wins the hand. And Robert Doyle will be eliminated. A nice showing for his first World Series of Poker. 4th place, $170,000. Bonyadi began his final table with under 300,000 chips, and his quest for a third bracelet is still alive. So we have 3 players left at this no-limit event. Meanwhile, over at the pot limit event, we are down now to just 4 players. One of the stronger players, Jerry Thomas, has been eliminated in 5th place.
And you can just feel the excitement around this table right now, Lon. We're down to the final 4. Johnny Chan in good chip position and is inching closer to that record 10th World Series bracelet.
And there is the winner's bracelet for our no-limit event. Almost $595,000 going to our winner. Right now, Farzad Bonyadi has taken over the chip leadership from Lars Bonding. Bonyadi making a strong move. He has 2 bracelets of his own. Lars Bonding in his first World Series event. Bonding now picks up pocket 10s.
Whenever Glenn Beebe down there lights that cigar, Lon, I hope I'm in a hot tub in the South Pole.
And Bonding comes out with 60,000. Bonyadi, 9-3 offsuit, will get out of the way. Over to Glenn Beebe.
He was actually the only other accomplished player at this final table.
I'm gonna rise.
Beebe finished 21st at the 2000 main event.
Jack 9 of diamonds announces a raise. It's 200,000.
All in. Fuck off.
And so Beebe will be all in with his Jack 9.
And he trails. I like Lars, but he really needs to go to chewing gum remedial school.
Got a hand.
Bad timing for Beebe. Tried to steal the pot, ran into the 10s.
Oh, Lars, why'd you have to have a hand there?
Yeah, he'd seen Lars play fast and loose with a lot of chips. Picked a bad spot.
So Glenn Beebe not looking overconfident. We go to the flop. 7, 5, 6. No diamonds now, but a straight draw for Beebe.
Any old 8.
Yeah, any old 8 would give him the straight.
And the turn card's a 5. No help to Beebe.
Beebe needs a jack or an 8 on the river, or Bonding will be sending him home.
And the river is a 9. That will close it out. A pair of 9s not good enough for Glenn Beebe, who is eliminated in 3rd place. He wins over $194,000. All of Beebe's chips go into the stack of Lars Bonding, who now has more ammunition for the heads-up showdown. Coming up, Farzad Bonyadi hoping to win his 3rd World Series of Poker bracelet, and Lars Bonding looking for a miracle, a bracelet win in his first World Series of Poker tournament. Welcome back to the Rio. The pot limit event stealing a lot of the attention here in the poker room. Johnny Chan still alive, seeking his record 10th bracelet. And when you talk to him about it, it's not a matter of if, but when it will happen.
Not in a million years. I would never dream I accomplished so much in a short period of time.
Now, Johnny Chan needs a 9 here to win. That would be a miracle.
Winning the big one in the World Series in 1987.
And it's a 9, and Johnny Chan has done it.
Of course, back-to-back in 88.
He's going all in, and Chan has him. Once again, Johnny Chan has done it.
If I knew the bracelet means that much, I would have played a lot of tournaments. Same with Doyle. Doyle didn't play many tournaments. We're so busy with the side games. If I knew what I know now, then I would have at least 20 gold bracelets. I'm just getting better and better, believe it or not. So if I decide to win, I can win. There's no question about that. You know, I prove it time and time again. Probably within the next 10, 15 years, I probably have 30, 40 gold bracelets.
My man, John Chan, best player in the world.
All right, you all heard that? Repeat that again.
One of the things that separates Chan and Brunson, I believe, from Phil Hellmuth, Hellmuth's bracelets all in Hold'em. Doyle and Johnny have won in a variety of events.
Lars Bonding trying to win his first World Series bracelet right now. Trails and chips to Farzad Bonyadi. Bonyadi started the day with 248,000 chips. Lars Bonding with 1.4 million. So Bonyadi has really played some seriously good poker to this point.
Bonyadi won his first bracelet in Limit Hold'em. He won his second bracelet in Deuce to 7 triple draw low ball.
Bonyadi with Queen 10 calls the big blind. Lars Bonding will check his option with King Deuce offsuit. Bonding leads with a king high, and now ace, king, jack. Bonyadi singing "Give My Regards to Broadway."
And Broadway is exactly what it is. He flops the nut straight, but it is Bonding who, with his pair of kings, comes out betting 30,000.
Bonyadi now goes into his acting routine, worthy of a Broadway performance. Flips in the call.
And he is going to slow play it and hope to trap Lars for more chips down the road.
And now the turn card. It's a 7. You see the check mark by Bonyadi's name. He can only lose the hand if he folds. Bonding is drawing dead.
And Lars Bonding checks. And that's a good check, Lon. It gives him the option to get away from this hand if Bonyadi does bet.
Well, Bonyadi now has to think, does he want to try to get chips from Bonding now or wait for the river?
Well, I don't think he's going to wait for the river. He's trying to figure out how much he wants to bet here.
He comes in with 100,000 chips. So Bonyadi with enough of a bet to try to induce Bonding to come back.
Bonding, remember, with a pair of kings. He's got a weak kicker.
And he does indeed make the call. So Bonyadi rubs his hand together, licks his lips. Let's see what the river brings. It's a queen of diamonds.
Nothing could have helped Bonding. He was drawing dead.
Bonding once again checks. Now Bonyadi, who got 100,000 from Bonding after the turn.
You know, the thing about that shirt, Lon, you pretty much can wear it with just about any pair of pants and it'll match.
I'm all in.
So Bonyadi wants to put Bonding all in now.
I'm a little surprised that he's decided to push Bonding all in. I thought he might make another value bet and hope to get a call. He's actually put, I think, Lars Bonding on a slightly stronger hand than Lars has. The problem for Lars is if Bonyadi's got an ace, he's beat.
And Lars does kick it in. Maybe Bonyadi could have gotten some more chips out of Bonding. Maybe a little bit quick without all in, but nonetheless, Bonyadi wins the hand. And he probably feels worse about not being able to show that he had Broadway after the flop. All right, now let's update you at the pot limit final table. Johnny Chan, in quest of his 10th bracelet, is in big trouble. He's got queens, but he ran into the aces of Frank Casella, and this is our degree all-in moment.
And this is how quickly it can end for Johnny Chan. He's up against pocket aces.
Oh, where's that queen? Where's that girl? Pull that queen up there, Jennifer.
Johnny did tell us that he has won more pots with pocket queens than any other pair. But it appears that Johnny's day is about to come to an end.
The flop is queen, king, king. Chan flops a full house.
Oh.
Ho-ho!
Destiny has taken a hand, Lon.
One more queen.
Wow.
One more queen.
Oh, now he's asking for another queen, and it's a 7 of hearts on the turn.
But Casella still can end Chan's bid for the record 10th bracelet with an ace or king on the river.
Chan needs to survive one more card. The river card is a 6. Chan earns the degree checkmark, getting a full boat on the flop to survive and keep his hopes alive for making history today at the World Series.
That was a bad beat. Sorry about that. What are you going to do? Full-handed game? Nothing you can do about it.
I guess you're destined to win the bracelet this time. After surviving that hand.
So the Queens are once again good to Johnny Chan, and history beckons.
The All-In Moment is brought to you by New Degree for Men. With twice the protection you need, it won't let you down.
Welcome back to the Rio. One step closer to potential history as Unabomber Phil Laak has eliminated Frank Casella at this pot limit table. 3 players now remain. Of course, Johnny Chan among them, seeking his record 10th bracelet. And with so much up for grabs today, 4 events taking place all at once. And believe it or not, there's a 5th title at stake, and it's featured in this week's edition of The Nuts.
We've got 4 high-stakes gamblers, 4 of the best poker players in the world, matched up at 4 different events.
Mike has picked a card toss, Ted has picked ping pong, Robert picked air hockey, and I picked a spelling bee.
We are playing for a seat in the final event of the World Series. This is about as high stakes as it gets.
The prop betting is all about ego, and winning this would be huge.
Oh, he sucks. Well, I'd have to say I'm the favorite in the card pitching. It's all in the form, yeah. It's all in the pitch. Look at this, you got 5 of them already.
Mike the Mouth has had a tough road so far, and I think it's going to get nothing but tougher for him.
Get away from me!
Oh, hit his paddle.
Are you nuts? The paddles...
The rules are, but hit your paddle before it hits the ground. It's a point. Is that not the rules?
That's not the rules. It's my point. 2-0.
Mike, it's your old buddy Eric. I need you to get down here so I won't look as bad.
Showdown in the spelling bee.
Mike the Mouth already disqualified. I never saw that coming.
Meanwhile, action ratcheted up here at the pot limit event. Johnny Chan is a bystander as Phil Laak has called Richard Osborne's all-in. Laak trailing with his king high to Osborne's ace high.
Ace! Bring it on! Finish me off quick. Finish me off.
Osborne has him dominated, a 3-1 favorite.
And the flop comes 6, king, 8. The king is shared by both players, so Osborne's ace still leads.
And his position is improved to stay alive here.
Jennifer Tilley's come over from the ladies' tournament to check in on her boyfriend, Phil Laak.
Well, maybe she's rooting for the other guy.
Oh, that's true. We didn't ask her. Turn card is a queen. No help to Laak down to his last card.
It's so sick. My psychic premonition is I miss. 6%. This is what 6% feels like.
It's 7%, which is close to 6%. Laak would need a 10 on the river to knock out Osborne.
He got the 10! Oh, Osborne can't believe it. He has been eliminated with a miracle on the river by Phil Laak. Watch out. Nobody knows what he's bound to do.
Does Jennifer know he just kissed a bald guy's head?
So Johnny Chan now has only one more player left to get by to win his 10th bracelet. Phil Laak and Johnny Chan heads up for the Pot Limit Championship, and here at the No Limit final table, Farzad Bonyadi and Lars Bonding are heads up for this bracelet. Bonyadi with a big chip lead right now. And on the Milwaukee's Best Light Pocket Cam, Bonyadi with King 6 offsuit. And he's going to call the big blind. And over to Lars Bonding, who's wearing shades now with a Queen 10.
That gives him that Lars Bond look.
He's going to raise it up now to 70,000 chips, back to Bonyadi.
Remember, Bonyadi with a ton of experience. Lars in his first World Series of Poker tournament ever.
Bonyadi makes the call, and Bonyadi will have a slight advantage to the flop. It comes deuce, 3, king. Bonyadi now with a pair of kings and the lead.
All in.
Lars Bonding is going to push everything into the pot.
All in?
He's got nothing.
All in?
He said all in.
I call.
Oh, boy. Bonyadi makes the call.
It can't be. All in? Does he have a timeshare to get to?
Lars Bonding got nothing on the flop. He has risked everything he has on a queen high.
I can't believe what we just saw.
This might be one of the biggest blow-ups in World Series history. Bonding had a 1,000,000-chip lead on Bonyadi at the beginning of this final table. Turn card, a 10 of hearts. Now Bonyadi has a flush draw to his kings.
And just like that, Bonyadi now just one card away from his third World Series bracelet.
Come on, baby, give me a deuce. Let's get over.
Bonyadi calling for a low card just to finish things off. And Johnny Chan has come over from his final table to wish his friend well.
Bonding needs a queen. It can't be the queen of hearts. A queen or a 10 on the river, or Bonyadi's our champion, and he doesn't want to look at the river card.
River card, 8 of hearts. No good for Bonding. Johnny Chan tells his friend he has won his third bracelet. Farzad Bonyadi is the last man standing at this $2,500 no-limit hold'em event. He takes the bracelet and $594,000. One bracelet awarded, one possibly historic bracelet to go. Coming up, Mr. Chan will try for number 10, and Phil Laak is all that stands in his way.
You know what I should do? Just to spite Phil Hellmuth, I should just walk away, let them blind me off, give you your 10th bracelet, and just have Phil spinning in pain and be like, no! No!
The World Series of Poker presented by Milwaukee's Best Light.
Johnny Chan with 9 bracelets to his name, going for his 10th tonight, playing heads up against Phil, the Unabomber Laak.
So here we go, heads up in this pot limit final table. Now Johnny Chan with a chance to win his 10th. Maybe Norman, the storybook ending, has him going against Doyle Brunson heads up, but he's got Rocky to contend with right here.
A lot of movement down at that end of the table. At the other end of the table, just a lot of bracelets.
And you see Johnny Chan has a 2-1 chip advantage right now on Phil Laak.
On Johnny Chan's first trip ever to Las Vegas, he took money he'd earned at his father's restaurant in Houston, and he went broke in 2 days playing blackjack.
Oh, Johnny has come a long way since those early lean days. He's got ace-king right now in the hole, and he'll raise it up to 30,000. Ace-7 offsuit for Laak. And Doyle Brunson sitting tableside. Very interested in Johnny Chan. Both of them have 9 World Series bracelets.
If I wanted to raise the maximum, what would be available?
92 more.
Remember, this is pot limit. In no limit, you can put all your chips in at any time. In pot limit,
I raise the maximum.
You can simply bet the size of the pot, and that's what he's doing right now.
A little sweetener. I sweeten the pot, officially.
I'm going all in.
So now there's enough in the pot to allow Chan to bet enough to put Laak all in.
So 92, 276.
Laak was aggressive and playful with his ace-7, but now this is going to cause him some second thoughts.
Wow, I gotta go all in or fold, right? That's 200, you bet? That's everything, right? Oh.
Jennifer Tilley obviously very nervous for her boyfriend.
I have such a monster hand. How can I fold? If I fold, do they show the future? What would have happened? No?
If he could look into the future, he'd be dead.
When did they stop doing that? Don't they show not now, but later? Oh, only on 4th Street?
He wants a very deep rabbit hole.
I probably shouldn't play into my decision, but I'm so sick. Oh, Johnny.
One guy talks a lot, the other guy wins a lot.
I don't know what to do. Do I have a lifeline or any of that? There's nothing, no life.
Regis Philbin is not in the building.
Oh, Johnny wants a call here.
How can I not be beating
you? He can taste that 10th bracelet.
You have 2 jacks or something sick like that? Ah!
He falls!
Doyle finds this more entertaining than a Buster Keaton double feature.
Well, Johnny Chan wins that pot.
Yeah, let's see it. Put it into the future so we can see. Yeah, put it in the future. Don't kill the deck. Burn and just show the...
He wants to go hunting.
And then do 1, 2, 3. Okay, do those 3.
Oh, they're going to set up
the flop, these 3.
The flop, turn, and river.
This is illegal rabbit hunting.
2, 3.
That's a pair of kings for Johnny.
That's the, yeah, I'm gonna put it here. Okay, turn. Oh, that was the turn.
Laak
okay.
cannot see those cards. He would have paired a 7.
Oh, he would have lost the hand.
You guys, he can't really see them.
Did you hit it?
I think on the turn I got there.
Phil Laak a little disoriented after that hand.
I'd love to know what he's thinking. On second thought, maybe not.
Hello. My name is Philip. And, I don't know. So, poker is, it's like snowboarding the backside of a mountain. You just, kayaking down a river. It's the same thing. I don't snowboard, but I ski. Does that make sense? My nickname is, the Unabomber. The hood comes up, whatever. I never started the Unabomber thing. I just came to the poker club wearing a pair of sweatpants and a hooded sweatshirt. That's so sick! Put on the shades, and some of it was to defend against people from reading my tells. Unabomber! If I go Unabomber mode, I'll get a call or I'll get a fold. Right now I'm at maximum strength, 95% of the time, I'm just in the mood to have fun. Kick ass! It feels good. Poker is, there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. I'm trying to think of the right analogy. There's probably maybe not 1,000 ways. Maybe there's like 80 ways to skin a cat. No, that's not a good analogy. It's like, I have no idea.
If you were ever to crawl inside of Phil Laak's mind, I might suggest you wear galoshes.
Just out of curiosity, had I been willing to pay before you mucked that hand, how much cash would it have taken? Would I have seen it for 35 bucks?
Only for $4.
For $4?
I just want to get my $4 back.
All right, I gotta get my money ready.
Save your money, Phil!
He's killing me! I can't breathe!
I would pay that much to see Johnny Chan's cards.
Johnny Chan won the main event in 1987 and 88, and then was second to Phil Hellmuth in 89. Some people think that 3-year run is the greatest accomplishment in World Series of Poker history.
Pocket deuces calls the big blind. Phil Laak, king 9 of clubs.
Maximum.
Wants to go pot. And the maximum is 32,000 chips back to Chan.
Just let it go. You don't want to tango with me right now, you know what I'm saying? Just let it go. It's too much money.
I don't want to leave my children's out there. I got to protect those.
What, you got 2 aces? Is he allowed to call like that? So calm and all that?
Number 10's coming up.
A calm and confident Johnny Chan. The flop, 3, 7, 8. Nobody gets a part of that.
92.
Pot bet from Laak with nothing.
Johnny Chan.
Well, Johnny's got the pocket deuces, and he's already looking at 3 overcards. Hey, he's looking at this.
Phil Laak going into the exercise routine. I think it's safe to say none of Johnny's 9 bracelets came in this type of atmosphere, Norman.
Now, Lon, sit-ups, that's shtick. But push-ups, that's a tell.
Keep doing it.
When he does push-ups, he doesn't have a hand.
I'm going.
But it's 92,000 to Chan.
You got it, Phil.
And Chan shies away. Phil Laak takes it.
Phil Laak buys the pot with a little shtick.
Jennifer Tilley has to go back to work in the ladies' tournament. Johnny Chan didn't win that hand. He's got some more work to do if he wants to win a record 10th bracelet. Back at the Rio, Johnny Chan with a big chip advantage on Phil Laak. As Johnny Chan goes for a record 10th World Series of Poker bracelet today.
Chan, a picture of calm now, but when he first started playing poker, he was reckless, lost a lot of money in the early years.
Just fold. You can fold a small blind. You're not obliged. You know? You look down at 9 deuce, you can fold.
So there's hope for Phil Laak?
30 more.
Johnny Chan with Jack 3 of diamonds from the small blind raises it to 30,000. Ace deuce for Laak.
Ace deuce suited.
All right, first let me do damage assessment, because I know I'm like bleeding at your hands. I just want to know how badly I'm bleeding. 230, 240, 250. I have 250. And he made it 30 more. I like these handrails. They're very cushiony.
He's the first person to notice the quality handrails we installed this year.
Just a stream of consciousness.
Johnny Chan, what are you doing to me? The worst play you can make is to call in poker. You're supposed to raise or fold. But one for you, kid. I'm making the worst play you can make. For you.
You got to do what you got to do.
30. I call it 30. Yeah.
So Laak with the advantage.
I don't know if Phil's going to wear Johnny out or wear himself out.
Ace high for Phil Laak, jack high for Johnny. It's queen 10-8. Johnny Chan nails a diamond flush.
And Phil Laak checks. And I thought Johnny might slow play, but looks like he's going to come out firing.
40,000 chips. Johnny Chan with 5 diamonds.
All right.
Phil Laak with a nice read, gives it up.
$4. Five.
That's too big a pot.
Johnny figures he's so close to the $303,000 first prize, he doesn't need an extra $4 or $5.
Jennifer being frustrated, having to split her attention.
Take him down, Johnny. Take him down. Don't take his antics. Crush him. Crush the Unabomber.
So Unabomber Phil Laak is down in chips 4-1 to Johnny Chan.
Chan won his first bracelet in 1985. Now 20 years later, going after his record 10th.
Raise it up. I'm only raising 30 because I'm nervous.
King Jack offsuit.
You make a guy nervous. What can I do? You got the 9 bracelets. I have 0. What can I do?
Johnny Chan checks his whole cards. 1 queen. There are the queens again.
Hand we talked about earlier.
Don't give me the look. Don't do it.
He loves queens. He's won a lot of pots with them.
Phil Laak in full Unabomber mode now. Chan has not yet decided how to act.
Raise it.
He's going to raise it up.
Phil has the stick. Johnny's got the kick.
It's a pot bet from Johnny Chan, 92,000 to Phil Laak.
How can I fold? I folded the last one. So sick about it.
He'll be sick if he doesn't fold this one.
Just put it in, Phil. Put it in. Put it in. Put it in. Just do it. Do it.
The pot's big enough.
Do it. It doesn't matter if I call, I can't. What am I going to do? Fold for, I don't care what I'm sick. I have to all in or fold. All right, take my money. I'm all in.
Phil Laak's moving all in.
I call.
Johnny shows him the queens. Jennifer Tilley says enough of the ladies tournament.
And Johnny Chan now, a flop, turn, and river away from history.
Let's see how it fits. Oh, that's nice. It looks
good on me, doesn't it?
Is Laak giving up?
Which way do you drop the flop? This way or this way? That way.
Phil Laak wants to be the first to see it come out.
See, I can't take that. I got to see right when it comes out.
Johnny Chan.
This way, right, to start?
On a doorstep to history at the World Series of Poker. And now the flop. Jack 5-5 Laak pairs his jack.
Johnny Chan, though, now a 4-1 favorite.
More outs.
It's actually 5 outs remaining.
Let's go like this.
King or a jack would dash Johnny Chan's bid.
Come on, baby!
I can't take it. Just do it.
Put that queen out there, it's all over.
Johnny calling for a 3rd queen. And now the turn card. 10 of diamonds, no help to Phil Laak. 1 card away for Johnny Chan.
I don't even want to look.
Like Farzad Bonyadi earlier.
Suck out, Phil! Suck out!
Well, one person's rooting for Phil Laak.
I can't take it! Johnny, you gotta look. You can't, that's not fair. Is that allowed? Is there a penalty for that? Can he do that? Can he stand away from the board?
Johnny Chan does not want to look. He is 1 card away from making World Series history.
Oh, right. Right.
If there is not a king or a jack on the river, Johnny Chan has his record 10th bracelet.
Come on, John!
And now our river card. It's a 10. Chan wins it.
All right, now you play a good game.
He had no idea what he started 20 years ago with his first bracelet, but today Johnny Chan is #1 in World Series history.
Bracelet! The cash!
You can have the cash.
Yes.
You can have the cash. I just want this.
It was a day filled with anticipation and excitement. entertainment, and history in the making.
You're destined to win the bracelet this time.
Johnny, World Series bracelet number 10. It's a sweet number. Did you always figure you'd get here, or you couldn't be sure?
I could not be sure because for anybody to win a bracelet, you gotta go all in at least 10 times. So it's pretty tough. Cats only have 9 lives. Poker player needs about 20.
A red letter day at the Rio as the legend of Johnny Chan continues to grow at the World Series of Poker.